Good morning. My name is Tyler Field. I'm the Vice President of Wine and Spirits for Morton's The Steakhouse. And what we're going to talk about today is just the basic 6 varietals of wine that are the most popular right now that you might find in your wine store or the supermarket. All of these wines go from a very light, bright color all the way to a dark ruby red color. Probably one of the lightest varietals there is a Sauvignon Blanc. This is going to have a very, very light color. Now, white wines are meant to be drank fairly young. And this Sauvignon Blanc is no exception. Now, the varietal characteristic of Sauvignon Blanc is citrus. When you go to the nose, the first thing that should come to you is grapefruit, limes, lemons, and then there's the mineral component is a little bit like slate. Then you taste it. One thing that should always happen is the nose should always match the palate. I'm still getting the grapefruit. We talk about something called a finish. How long does it stay in your mouth? So what you have in a Sauvignon Blanc is a very light, bright, citrusy type of flavor that goes really well with seafood appetizers. The most famous pairing is oysters. Now, if you go a little bit north, you'd go into a Riesling. This is a wine from Germany. What you can see is obviously the color is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more full-bodied than the Sauvignon Blanc. When you go to the nose, though, you go from citrus to kind of lighter fruits like peaches, apricots that have a little bit more sweetness to them. So a Riesling would be perfect if you're making something with peppers, with Chinese food, things such as that, because it's really going to balance in your mouth the spiciness, you know, with the sweetness. Now we go to the Chardonnay. You'll see a more of a yellow hue because it's gone through barrel fermentation. So the oak is going to give it some color. Then when you go to the nose, the first thing you'll notice with the nose of a Chardonnay is the experience of butteriness. And butteriness comes from that malolactic fermentation as well as the smell of the oak. So there's a creaminess, a butteriness, and almost a cinnamon tinge. When you're making a more heavier dish using a white meat like chicken or with a sauce or something like that, Chardonnay is going to be the perfect complement.